Oh, doctor, somebody!
Somebody call for a doctor?
No! Oh no, I don't want you. You're not the doctor. You're not a real doctor. I know you
Perfectly fine.
Don't you know any real doctors?
It's gonna be great!
That's not even clean, you moron! What are you doing? It's perfectly clean! What are you doing? What are you doing?
Don't you worry, it's gonna be great. Oh, it's a bit stiff.
Hi! Hi! Welcome to this first episode of LarpForge 2014!
Yay! Need a hand? Oh.
Anyway.
This is going to be quite a different episode for the first episode of the year.
Yeah, because we're actually going to talk about one specific profession.
And we are going to accommodate that profession in the next episode also.
And the profession is?
The doctor. To start this story, we are going to talk a bit about one of the most basic things as you can have as a medic. And that is this. It's one of the most simple things to have, and one of the most simple things to create if you don't have them already. It's just a piece of cloth. When you're healing a person and you're using a band-aid, don't just slap it on the arm. Try to make a bit of role play out of it. Like starting looking at the arm and say, oh, it's so bad. I think that arm is broken.
Look, my arm is not broken.
Of course your arm is broken.
Oh my dear God, what are you doing?
You need a band-aid.
You're not kidding, I need more than a band-aid.
This will fix you up just as well. Now, another thing about band-aid. Now we have heard. Oh, stop. Does it hurt right there? Just don't look. Don't look.
Ah, fuck!
Just keep calm. Keep calm. When you're putting on a band-aid, in the end of your band-aid, it can be a good thing to slit it, just with a scissor or a knife, because then you can tie it to the person's arm, and it will stick for longer. And also, if you have it, put a little fake blood on it on the outside. It will make it look like a real wound that is fresh and it needs a change. And keep your blood in small bottles, because it's easier for you to get out without ruining the mood. This bottle is actually, for my taste, a little too big. Some places you can get blood in tubes, which are not bigger than this.
And they look like small potion bottles.
But they're quite nice and quite easy to use, and an easy game mechanic. This is what breaks your arm, or even a rib. It's a plastic shot glass.
Well, that's really neat. It's like, then you just like do it like this.
Yeah, just inside your hand. Even if you want to fiddle with somebody's rib cage, you can go.
Ah! And of course he has to play on it.
Also, when you have it in your hand, the more you contain the sound, desto more deeper it goes.
And it really adds to the experience of being a patient with the doctor. Because
you have the sound and the effect of it to act on. But also, as the doctor, when you provide that unique experience and the player reacts upon this experience, you get a lot of roleplay coming to you from your patient, and also he will get a lot of roleplay from you because you are going to react to it. It's a really different kind of roleplay. If you do your job well, you get the roleplay quite easy to you. If you don't, then it will be just another boring task to do, but you only do it because you need to do it. Yes, this is a prosthetic to be applied upon injured man or woman And this is what we call cheap prosthetics. You can apply it to your patients anywhere on the body where you need. When you look at it, it doesn't look that realistic. But when you put a white cloth over it, like you would in a hospital, and pour lots of blood down here, suddenly you have something to work with. Something you could, oh, you have this wound. Oh, look at this, your veins are all apart. And then you start sewing up the wound. And the best thing about it is when you take it off, it doesn't leave any blood marks, because all the blood is contained inside this. You can give so much playing, role playing for you and for your patient, especially when Martin is sitting up, because he's looking down, he can see his wound. The doctor is putting a lot of fake blood down here, have blood all over his hands, it's all over the cloth, and he's trying to sew this wound together.
Oh.
And when you have this wound, you can add another game mechanic as the doctor. This is a glass syringe, but you could get one of plastic.
An injection?
Yeah, and an injection to calm you down. So you could actually role play with, don't worry, this is not going to hurt. You could also carry around a box with all your surgical equipment in, and then you could go, oh no, that's the poison, and before you know it, oh, this should calm you down. It's a sleeping potion. But making your patient sleep is not that much fun, only do it if necessary.
But you don't really need to go onto all these lengths to make it cool to be a medic.
No.
You could do something simple, like with this really small thing, but only like enhance how important it is that he gets a bandage on. Like he just have a huge wound here from an axe on his leg, and he just go. It's not so important for him. Like, are you crazy? You have a huge wound here.
I have.
And then I pull out this cloth. There's no bandage anywhere, and I just start pulling. You don't move at all. Just sit down, man. Sit down.
I'm already sitting.
Here, put pressure. Put pressure.
Yeah. What do I do? What do I do?
Lift your leg up, and then it just. This is something you can do if you forget all the other stuff at home. I'm sorry.
Being a doctor is trying to give another player a good experience, but also, most important, it's to give yourself a good experience. If you don't do that, don't play a doctor or a medic, because there's a lot easier roles out there to play that will give you more fun.
And the doctor always needs a good patient.
Yeah. Another thing a doctor also could carry is spare parts. And this one is kind of dirty, but it adds to the charm. Oh, your hand. So, or a spare leg, actually. There's a lot of good parts you can find around. And yeah.
I think that's everything I have for the doctor.
Yeah.
Or at least right now. Did you have any advices? Please leave them in the comment below, or
share them on Twitter, Facebook.
All those lovely places.
So
then we'll see you next time. It's gonna be a really nice time. Oh my dear God.
I think that's it. You should be nice now.
Are you done?
Just a moment.
What?
Let me look.
What are you doing?
Seriously, I think you have a stomach infection.
I don't have a stomach infection.
Yes, look here. You can see it in your mouth.